Alright guys, so we're going to show you today an old school game from the old 386 days of computing and the old Macintosh days. We're going to play Who Killed Sam Rupert. This game says it requires I can't even see it on there, but it says a 386 SX with 4 megabytes of RAM, with a minimum of 500K free space. A hard drive. It actually requires a hard drive. Super VGA with 5K 12 video capable, 640 by 40 and 256 colors. Which is interesting, is the game really doesn't even run 640 by 480, or I can't figure out how to even get it to run that resolution. It runs a very small resolution. I want to say like like 60 by 60 in a box that you can't move for some reason. And if you actually open up this booklet, and you get a Killed Same Rupert poster.
That's so cool.
You put it in a frame.
Heck yeah.
And then the disc just looks like Who Killed Sam Rupert. So we're gonna play this, and I've never played it. She used to have it in an old Macintosh computer.
I got it from a cousin. It was actually a demo disc. It just showed a little bit of the title. So like we've always wanted to play it, and we actually got lucky finding this in the thrift store. So yeah, I was overjoyed finding that. It was really cool.
So they actually have a Wikipedia page, and it says Who Killed Sam Rupert. It's a computer game developed by Creative Multimedia Corporation in 1993. The copyright on here says 92 and 93, so that's not 100% correct, right? Because even it has here the release date is 93, and also it says platforms is only for Macintosh. Well, they have a PC version, so if anyone wants to edit the Wikipedia, there you go. And it
totally
says Who Killed Sam Rupert is a CD-ROM murder mystery game, and the player must solve the murder of the restaurateur Sam Rupert. Facing the media at a press conference at the end of the game's time limit, the player determines what items from the crime scene need to be fingerprinted or sent to the lab for examination. It interviews the leading candidates for the crime, relying on interviews. An assistant has recorded with potential witness suspects. It says Computer Gaming World stated that because of its limited interactive, Who Killed Sam Rupert is better understood as a work of fiction than a game. And would appeal more to mystery fans than gamers. The magazine described the acting as surprisingly good and hoped that future titles will involve more interactivity, at a promising start for CMC. The game was reviewed in '93 in Dragon number 195 by Hartley Patricia and Kurt Lesser in the Role of Computers column. The reviewers gave the game 4 out of 5 stars. And there's also other games on here. It says Family Doctor, Total Baseball, Behind the Wall of Stars, The Magic Death, Shakespeare, Multimedia, Dubman's Bird. I can't even say that. And then they got Mammals and Sherlock Holmes, which Sherlock Holmes is actually on Sega CD, but I don't know if that's the same one. I'll have to look that up some other time. Alright guys, so now that that's all done,
The song's creepy.
the song's like Unsolved Mysteries. I like it.
That's what's scary about it.
That's actually a pretty good, like, not cover, but like in the style of Unsolved Mysteries. Okay, you want to see how to play it, or you just want to play it?
It's up to you. I don't know. The how to play it might take too long. I don't know. It's up to you though.
Let's try it anyways. Let's see how to play it. But I feel it's probably gonna take a while, to be honest. But let's just show it anyways, because probably no one knows about this game at all. So
This song's very creepy. It's gonna give me nightmares.
yeah, the music's getting better. I just leave it like this.
No. You know, I was afraid of the Unsolved Mysteries theme. It used to scare the hell out of me as a kid.
That's pretty good. This guy did a good job on that. Okay.
How do you know if it's a guy? What if it was a girl?
90% of the
Our
murders
girl.
solved in the United States are solved within the first 6 hours. This is the premise for solving Sam Rupert. You have exactly 6 hours to solve this crime. A clock in the upper right corner of your screen keeps track of the time you have left.
I wonder how much
Every
time is
step of
actually
your
real time.
investigation will take a
6
certain
minutes.
number of minutes.
Probably.
Periodically,
Oh yeah, number of
someone
minutes.
from headquarters will warn you as well. You must pick your way through the investigation carefully. Be sure not to waste time, or the murderer may escape your grasp. The murder must be solved in 2 stages.
The voice acting
The
isn't
first
bad.
stage, which you're looking at, provides all the major facts, details, and forensic tests available to you as detective. Report of the murder can be played as many times as you'd like. It provides the basic facts of the case and is narrated by your assistant, Lucy Farewell, who has arrived at the scene of the crime early. This is the only free component of the game. You may want to refer back to it to refresh your thinking or review the facts again.
So that guy is Sam Rupert.
The crime
Yeah.
scene, complete with corpse, has
All
been
early
mapped by the
90s
crime
looking,
scene
huh?
team for your examination.
Nice looking rich
You
guy.
can click on any object on the screen for a closer look. You can also execute a number of forensic exams on any object. 8 likely suspects is a place where you can find out more about those closest to the victim, what they were doing last night at the estimated time of death,
It's like
and what their suspicions are.
what is that?
The interviews were
Guess Who?
conducted and
Clue.
videotaped
Yeah,
by
Clue.
Lucy. The restaurant provides a layout of both floors of Sam
Or
Rupert.
Guess Who as well? Like
Lucy and the
Yeah,
crime
both,
scene
huh?
team are going over it right now. By the time you start detecting, they should have found some more clues. Click on any room for a report of what's been found.
So
Other
you're in a
sources are
restaurant.
available for your examination. They include the reservations book for
Mhm.
Sam Rupert's restaurant, where you can call diners who might have noticed something you don't know yet. You can examine Sam Rupert's daily diary to find out what the deceased did on the last day of his life and compare it with what you have learned. You can access the phone records to Sam Rupert's private office line and find out who he talked to. The Guide to Vintage Wines
Wow, it's
may
pretty
provide
in-depth,
useful
huh?
information about the
Mhm.
missing and opened bottles. The
I didn't think
autopsy
it was gonna be
report
this
can
in-depth.
provide exact cause of death. And finally, you can access non-testimonial evidence where you'll get a judge's permission to fingerprint and blood type all the major suspects and compare results with clues you have found.
all this in what, 6 minutes?
In alibis, you can access Lucy Farewell's report on each suspect's alibi. Once you have narrowed down the suspects, you're allowed to interview 3 of them in more depth. But before you can do this, the press is demanding a press conference. You agree to 10 questions. After you've answered them and gotten 7 correct, you can advance to identifying your final interviewees.
Oh, it's a lot to do.
You can interview
start
1,
with.
2, or 3 suspects to collect the final pieces of your case. They do not have to include the murderer. After all, any one of them may provide the crucial clue that solves the murder. When you've figured out who done it, you can proceed to the warrant application. There you will have to fill out an application for a warrant to arrest your suspect. The judge may grant your warrant, or she may deny it. It depends on the strength of your application. Wherever you are in the game, when there are 30 minutes remaining, you will automatically default to the press conference.
30
If you
minutes?
complete it successfully, you can use your
That's in
remaining
30
20
seconds.
minutes to file a warrant application.
Oh, yeah, it's in 30 seconds.
Once you have
huh?
a warrant,
Yeah.
the arrest proceeds automatically. You may be correct, or you may be dead wrong. This is where you find out. If you still have 20 minutes left, you can try again. Even an
Again.
incorrect arrest will teach
He
you
said
something.
again.
At any point in the game, you can access help for a further explanation. Good luck. Start any time by pressing Begin Investigation.
That was a very helpful tutorial, actually.
If you can remember all of it. Alright, let's just try it then, huh?
I'm very eager. I've always wanted to play the whole game.
How much did the demo even play?
It was kind of silly. It would have that song, that creepy song. Then it would have a woman's voice that would go, "Who killed Sam Rupert?"
Oh, like,
Was
what,
it
buy it
his
now
guy?"
or whatever, yeah.
It didn't say buy it now, but it was just be like,
yeah, but it's basically
like, was it
intending
his
to
wife?
now.
Was it the butler? Like, all random. It was so funny. Like, my cousins and my brothers, like, all of us, we'd laugh like crazy. We would just pop in the disc and just laugh at it just for the hell of it. We always wanted to play the game.
Let's go report of murder.
The victim's name is Sam Rupert. Male Caucasian, age 41, height approximately 6'1" and weight approximately 180 pounds. He owns an extremely fancy restaurant in Alameda Canyon called Sam's. It's got great food, but it's particularly famous for its wine cellar. That's where the body was found. It was early this morning before anyone else was in. The cleaning lady discovered him at around 6:15. She called it in a few minutes later. There's a setup in the wine cellar for wine tastings, fancy dinners, that sort of thing. That's where he was, right next to the dining table down there. There are no signs of struggle, and the only apparent wound is a small puncture in the side of the neck just below his left ear. Only a single drop of blood. The OMI thinks it may have been done by a pin, but there's nothing around. They estimate time of death at near midnight. The crime scene people have been all over it, but we've left it for you to take a look for yourself. The autopsy will tell us more. There are no signs of forced entry into the building. The maid says it was all locked up and nothing seemed unusual. Rupert was talking on the phone in his office when the last staff left at 11:30 p.m. $6,000 in cash from last night's business is still on hand, so burglary wasn't a motive, at least not overtly. A very good bottle of wine is missing. A second is sitting uncorked on the table next to the body. So are 2 half-filled wine glasses. It looks to me like Mr. Rupert knew his murderer. Our initial inquiries about the victim seem to indicate a very good guy. He's very active in local charities, and his staff seem to like him. I asked Bill H. at headquarters, and unlike a lot of other restaurant owners, this one's clean of any mob connections. I don't know, Detective, but this looks like a tough case.
This looks like a tough case. Okay, that's just a report of the murder. Okay, let's go crime scene now. It's kind of a lot to watch if you do it again, huh?
Yeah.
Click any object on the screen for a closer look. For more information, press help.
Click on his bum.
So you're supposed to get like clues from just...
Everything you click on, I guess.
Oh man. Okay. Where do I go? How do I zoom out?
Maybe that?
No fingerprints were available from oops. Clicked out of it.
I'm guessing that.
This?
Yeah.
Oh. Yes, you're right. I don't know how zooming in these fuzzy pictures is actually going to help us figure out.
They did it in the 90s, so...
They did it in the 90s, huh?
Yep.
Looking at fuzzy pictures.
Yep.
That's true, actually.
This was actually really good graphics, I guess you could say. I don't know. In that time
Some
period.
high quality video, huh? I think if you zoom, it'll probably give you a different picture. Oh yeah, see? Some fancy wine.
From 1959. Check the wine glasses. Maybe there's lip marks or fingerprints.
Can't really tell with that, huh?
What about that? Oh, it's a cork, huh?
Where? Oh, right here?
Yeah.
Oh, let's see what that is. Can't really tell. It does, looks
Maybe
like a
it's
corkscrew.
Yeah.
It says something on it. It says Kim?
Maybe that... Okay, I don't want to spoil it, but I'm thinking... Maybe that could be the
Well, don't... you're not going to spoil it because you're going to help me play it.
I'm thinking maybe that could be the weapon. Because they said it was... The wound is no bigger than a pin poke or anything.
Oh, so the corkscrew, you think?
Yeah.
Doesn't it say like a name on there? Looks like it says
It
Kim.
looks like it says kill.
Or Kill. Looks like it says Kim to me. It's hard because it's so pixelated. Okay, so let's back out. Let's see what else we can look at. Back out more, I guess, huh?
Mhm.
Let's see. Can we zoom in on him more or no?
Maybe in his head.
Let's try zooming in more on his head. Nope, that's it. Down here,
On his foot.
looks like something's coming off his foot. No, it's going. Where's it going?
To the carpet.
Okay, let's. Oh crap! I didn't mean to click that. I don't think we can go anywhere else. I think
No.
we could just go.
Isn't that the journal? Can't you read his journal?
Yeah, see, it's going to the same spots. What if we click this thing?
A candle?
The candle, yeah. Is that what that is? Yeah. Doesn't really tell us anything, no? Most of the evidence is supposed to be on the table, it seems like.
I think the corkscrew killed him.
Okay, so let's see. This is supposed to be the journal?
I think so.
Nope. Suspects. Mimi, Maria, Lewis, Lily. What did I say? It looked like I said Kim, huh?
Yeah.
Edward. Huh. Okay. Crime scene notes. No crime scene notes. Wine guide.
Wait, his wife is a suspect? See, it's Lily Rupert.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess everyone's a suspect, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what if we go forensic help? Fingerprinting, serological analyst, blood strain patterns, fiber analyst, wound analyst. Let's see this.
Did you check the fiber maybe
This
on
is-
the carpet?
This is used particularly with gunshot wounds. Okay. So how do we do that?
You
Oh, it's telling you what to do, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, I get it now. So, I lost my mouse. So, we can do fiber analyst. We click on fiber.
I think on the candle you can check the fingerprints.
Several clear sets of fingerprints from the victim. One additional print, right index, owner unidentified. So if we click an object and then we click on something on the right, that's how it works.
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
Let's try that. Okay, let's try the wine glass then. Alright.
Yeah, so you can take the evidence in the palette.
Says both glasses were used. Trace amounts of saliva were found, and each saliva indicates two different blood types. Both were secretaries? Secretaries? See forensic help for more information. What does that mean? Okay. Fingerprints. Glass on the victim's right has several sets of victim's prints. Glass on the left has no prints. See serological analyst. Okay. It's not helping. This game can get pretty complex then, huh? It's a serious murder mystery game.
Do the cork.
Do the cork? Okay. We have to test.
Fingerprints on it.
No viable fingerprints.
Okay, so that's out. That's probably not the murder weapon then.
Let's see.
Totally thought it was.
Let's try this. Miscellaneous. How do you say that? Chateau, Latour.
Chateau
Oh, Chateau.
Latour.
59. See more information. See other sources. Fingerprints. Several sets of prints match victims.
Maybe that is the other sources.
It's a good bottle of wine,
Oh.
that's for sure. Did he break it out for his killer?
Did he break it out for his killer? What did you say? Oh, they just matched the victims, so it doesn't have any else's prints on it. Okay, let's go back to him.
Yeah, maybe check the fibers
On the rug.
On the rug. And see, you can look for blood stain too.
Two long brown hairs. Alright, so we have two long brown hairs.
If it's longer, maybe it's a female.
How do you see the pictures of them? You have to get out of here, huh?
I have no idea. Maybe put help.
Okay, let's try. No additional blood stains. Single drop of blood, approximately 8 milliliters in diameter, is located on the cement just next to the carpet. Angle and shape of the blood stain indicated that the stain did not occur as a result of an impact. Source appears to be puncture wound elbow. Well, oh, left ear. Elbow. I don't know how to say elbow.
You've used an hour of time, Detective.
Uh-oh.
5 hours left.
5 hours left, sir. You're taking forever. Okay.
I spilled juice on me. You have a napkin.
Let's go back. Okay, let's check his neck now. Let's see. So what color hair did it say? Brown, huh?
Brown long hair.
Okay. Now, fingerprints. No fingerprints were available for a jacket or pants. A set of unidentified prints on victim's tie. Unidentified prints. Fibers. Analyst of victim's jacket reveals presence of numerous foreign fibers believed to be a red, cashmere, or wool. So,
It's got to be a female.
So it's wool and long hair. Yep.
Maybe his wife did it.
Luminal accident reveals small blood stain under left breast pocket of tweed jacket. Blood stain surrounds small slit in fabric. Appears to be stab wound previously unidentified. See autopsy and other sources for information. Okay, miscellaneous. Jacket part contains a small velvet jewelry box containing a large diamond solitaire. Appears to match diamond described on receipt in victim pants pocket. So it's someone that he was going to give a diamond to, right? And he had the wine, so it's special occasion.
Maybe he
Long-
was cheating.
And long brown hair, right? It was brown or black?
Brown.
Yeah.
Okay, I think maybe
And
he's
had,
cheating.
And a wool. What color was the wool again?
Red cashmere.
Red cashmere. Oh, easy now. Okay.
Maybe he was cheating and his wife killed him.
Who's the ring for?
Yeah.
He had it right there in his jacket pocket. Was he expecting someone? It looks like an engagement ring.
Oh.
He's a cheater.
What's this? I want to go back there. Okay.
Alibis.
Let's go.
Restaurant.
Let's go to 8 likely subjects.
Suspects.
Subjects. Oh. Okay. So it's not a guy. I want to assume it's a guy, right? And brown hair.
It could be his assistant.
Or the cleaning lady.
He is a cheater. He has a girlfriend and a wife.
Yeah, because the wife... Oh.
Your name in relationship to the deceased?
Maria Campbell. I was Sam's personal assistant here at the restaurant.
So you have a good working knowledge of the restaurant.
Yes, I do.
Ms. Campbell, from your perspective, would you say the employees were happy here?
It's all laggy, huh?
Yes. Well, not everyone. Sam was having trouble with the chef, David Sturgeon. David wanted to leave, but he still had a year to go on his contract. I don't know if you know anything about the restaurant business, but this is a big no-no. Sam was angry. He'd helped David along to where he'd gotten. David really owed it to Sam to stay through his contract. Anyway, they had a bad fight a few days ago. Sam said they shook hands afterward, but he said he had the feeling that David really had it in for him. Anyway, he was afraid that he'd start laying off the cooking, lowering his standard.
Well, did he?
No, not so that you'd notice, anyway. Not yet.
Did Mr. Rupert say or do anything unusual or different yesterday? Anything that sticks in your mind?
No. He did say that he was planning to talk to David again. I think he was going to...
It's hard to
ask
actually
after work last night.
get
Did
down
you see them together?
the emotion of the character because
No,
of
I
lag.
left
Lag,
the
yeah.
Can you tell me your movements after you left work last night?
Yes, of course. I drove to the supermarket to get some bottled water, and I went to the West Ridge Sports Center for my weights workout. That was around 6, and then I showered and went home. I live alone. I spoke briefly to my neighbor, Mr. Fitch, on my way in. That was around 7:30 or 7:45. I spent the evening home alone with my cat Ralph.
What time did he say he died?
I don't remember.
Okay. So it's probably not the girlfriend because her hair is not
It's blonde.
blonde.
Which the wife has brown hair as well. It's just a lighter brown.
Hopefully it does not
Your
lag.
name and relationship to the deceased?
Abelina Casados. I clean here for Mr. Rupert. I have worked for him for 4 years, and he is a very kind and nice man. I don't know why anybody would want to hurt him.
Can you describe exactly what happened this morning?
I come in as usual by the back door through the kitchen. I unlocked it with my own key. And the kitchen was neat and clean, just like Mr. Sturgeon always leaves it. I usually clean the bar first, but for some reason I decided to start with the wine cellar. Everything was dark, and so I turn on the lights and I go down the stairs, and that's when I noticed the wine bottle and the 2 glasses next to it. Well, sometimes there are glasses there, but they never had wine in them. And all of a sudden I don't feel good. And I walk around the other side, and there's Mr. Rupert lying on the ground.
Do you know anyone, Mrs. Casados, who might want to kill Mr. Rupert? Anybody he was not getting along with?
Oh, no. Everybody liked Mr. Rupert. He was very good to us. Oh, and his restaurant
So
was
laggy.
very popular. Busy every night.
Mrs. Casados, can you tell me what you did from 5 o'clock on last night?
Sure. I make a dinner for my husband, and then I went to my stitching club. We're making this special quilt. Well, mostly we talk. And that was over about 10:15. And my girlfriend, Dolores Ruiz, she drove me home, and we had some friends over, and they left about 11. And then I slept with my husband all night long.
Detective, this is your chief. Just a reminder, you have 4 hours left to investigate the case.
4 hours left. Who do you think?
I would investigate the wife.
The wife?
Yeah.
Hopefully it's not all laggy. It's gonna be laggy, but the audio cutting out's horrible. Huh?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's all laggy.
Your name and relationship to the deceased?
Lily Rupert. I'm Sam's wife.
Mrs. Rupert, when was the last time you saw your husband?
No.
Yesterday, when he left for the restaurant.
You didn't think it odd when he didn't show up at home last night? You didn't think of contacting the police?
My husband...
She seems
has
more like a
girlfriends,
redhead, though.
Mm-hmm.
But it's nothing new. He began sleeping around within a few months of our marriage 10 years ago.
But it might be her,
Sometimes
right? Because she
he'd spend the night with
isn't
them.
it kind of fan?
That's
She
what
dresses
I
kind of
assumed he was
fancy,
doing last night.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell us your movements from around
like
5 yesterday
a
afternoon, Mrs.
cashmere
Rupert?
sweater.
Yes.
Mhm.
Like I can't see like the cleaning lady wearing
I
that
had two
or the
women
assistant.
friends
I
in
don't
for
think.
dinner. My sister Anne and her daughter Belinda were here from out of town. Belinda kept a date with her uncle at the restaurant, and we had a ladies' night here. The guests left at about 12:30. My sister and I talked for about an hour, and then we went to bed.
Was your husband acting odd or different in any way lately?
No, it was his usual charm.
Huh! It just stopped. Okay. Should we go to somewhere else now,
Yeah.
or do you want to see the girlfriend's one?
No, I don't think it would be her. She's blonde hair.
It's either I think it's either the assistant or the wife. That's how I feel, huh?
I think it's the wife. It's gotta be the wife.
I don't know, unless the game's trying to make it seem like it's the wife, and it's really not, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's check the restaurant. Click any room on the screen for more information. No additional clues. No additional clues. What is that? Why does it say no additional clues? Is there supposed to be clues? Oh. You can take a better look at the victim's daily calendar and his phone records and other sources. What does this do? Time cost to check each room. Oh, 5 minutes at each room? Oh, that's bullshit. Let's get out of here. Okay, let's check other sources.
I would check phone record. He called his girlfriend a lot, huh?
Mimi Andrews.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what time did they say they found him dead? 6?
I think so.
Around 6. So the last one is phone booth. So this is supposed to be the... It doesn't say if it's AM or PM, though.
This call lasts only 8 seconds. It came from a phone booth on Alameda Road. It's almost like someone was checking to see if Sam Rupert was in. It's my guess that the murderer made this call. This is the first call that came through from Mimi Andrews. He picked up, so there's no phone message, and he stayed on the phone for about 7 minutes.
So this is supposed to be...
That's the girlfriend.
That's the girlfriend, right?
Mm-hmm.
So between... That's like, what? 30... It's like 22 minutes, 21 minutes in between. So it's not the girlfriend then.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so let's go back.
The heart next to Mimi's name is interesting. Maybe Sturgeon and Lily Rupert and the others are all wrong. Maybe Rupert intended to make Mimi's relationship a little more permanent. According to our research, Belinda is definitely Sam Rupert's niece. And since she's not the new girlfriend, who could the ring be for?
Oh, that was going to say something. $42,000 ring.
Wow.
Hey, even in 1992, that's pretty expensive.
Yeah.
Even now, but even then, it's even more. Doesn't really say anything here. Huh?
Mhm.
Bruising on his lips. So he appears some very slight light bruising on the lips along the minor swelling. No decision. The nature of bruising indicates it occurred shortly before or immediately after death. There is the presence of trace amounts of foreign saliva in the subject's mouth, not enough to do DNA identification. There is also a single stab wound between the 11th and 12th ribs. There was a stab wound between the rib. No excessive trauma apparent. Focal hemorrhage minimal at the wound site. Wound track. Transfers musculature and
You can't even see it.
yeah, enters. What the hell? How do you say that? Interstitial between 11th and 12th rib. The track continues for 8 centimeters large. Intestines decide lack of internal focal hemorrhage.
Careful, because your time's running out.
Now I got 2 minutes left. Damn it, who killed him?
I think it's the wife.
Non-testimonial evidence. Alright, let's check non-testimonial evidence. Does he eat up time every time you click one of these? Probably, huh?
I don't know.
Fingerprints do not match any prints at or near the scene of the crime.
Okay, so the wife doesn't
Blood
match
is
her.
O negative. Hair does not match specimen found at crime scene. Okay.
Maybe the assistant.
Probably the assistant, because that's what we're suspecting, right?
Yeah, or maybe even the head chef, because his hair is brown and long.
Oh, why is my mouse not going on? There it goes. It's loading. Fingerprints match prints found on victim's tie. Hair matches specimen found on crime scene. Semen applicals. Saliva's tear. Yes, it's her. It is her.
The assistant.
It's the assistant. See, we're right. Okay, let's get out of here. Let's do the whatever you gotta do.
Interrogator. I seriously thought it was the wife, but she already knew of him cheating on.
Yeah. Damn it, I lost my mouse. I think it's loading. Oh, there it goes.
Detective, do you know who the murderer is?
My ears.
Ah! Hey, detective! Blah, 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 blah.
Did any celebrities eat at the restaurant last night?
Celebrities?
How many carats was the diamond ring found at the crime scene?
Oh, I forget what it said. What did it say?
I don't know. It was a big one, though.
3.4? Or 6.7?
I would say 6.7.
Is the medullum oblongata a part of the brain?
Yes.
How much
Why
money
does
was
that ask
found in
that?
the victim's person?
6,000, I think he gets.
According to the autopsy report, how many times was Mr. Rupert stabbed by a knife?
A knife? He wasn't stabbed in this manner.
How many cases of Chateau Latour are produced each year?
I don't know.
Why the hell is asking that question?
I'd say 22 to 30, maybe. I don't know.
I'd say 2,000.
Was the door to the wine cellar found open or closed this morning?
Was it open? I don't remember that either. Oh my god.
According to the receipt found in his pocket at the time of the murder, how much did Sam Rupert pay for the diamond ring?
Were there any signs of forced entry?
No.
What was the name of Edward Talman's housekeeper?
I don't know about that. It wasn't Anna or Annie, huh? Was it?
I don't know.
I'll just put this. Damn it. Do you not?
They really beat you up out there. If I were you, detective, I'd do some more investigating.
Ah! You have to pass that part to proceed to the next level, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a pain in the butt. Okay, let's try it again.
Detective, do you know who the murderer is?
They do sound like that for real, huh?
Yeah.
Who locked the wine cellar last night?
I don't know.
How many times did Mimi Andrews call Sam Rupert's private line last night after 11?
Probably about 4 times.
I think it was 4.
Why
it was
did
3.
Acme Trucking call Mr. Rupert's private line?
Oh my god, these questions.
How much money was found on the victim's person?
Okay, I put 6,000 last time. That was wrong, huh? 300? Okay.
How many reservations total did Sam's have last evening?
Oh, crap. How many restaurants? Can't have that much, right? A restaurant?
It's a big restaurant.
I don't know. Give me a guess.
132.
What did Louis Perez Lacey discuss with the clerk at the convenience store on the way home?
What? Maybe lottery jackpot.
You got
What
it.
time was Mr. Rupert's appointment with the dentist yesterday?
8:45.
No, I think 10:15.
Which suspect is B negative?
I don't know which one is B negative.
No.
According to the autopsy report, how many times was Mr. Rupert stabbed by a knife?
I guess twice, then.
Once.
What was the clue found in Mr. Rupert's
No,
mouth?
I thought it was twice, huh?
Yeah, because it said the ribs.
What kind of clue was found? Someone else's saliva.
Yep. Watch, they're gonna have to do it again. They beat you up out there.
They really beat you up out there. If I were
You know why they do that? It's so you don't go to the last one and figure out who it is and just continue without doing any evidence.
Yeah.
But it kills too much time to try to learn all that stuff. Look at, we're already only a minute and 22 seconds left. Good thing that the questioning doesn't really
Some of the
affect.
questions are irrelevant.
Was there enough foreign saliva in the deceased's mouth to make a
No.
DNA fingerprint? What kind of wine was found at the scene of the crime?
Chateau Latour.
What's the estimated time of death?
Wasn't it like 11 p.m. to about 1 a.m. last night?
Yeah.
Were there any clues found on the floor at the scene of the crime?
What were they?
Just some foreign fibers. There's no. Oh,
There was blood.
some foreign fibers and blood, right? Because
Yeah, some fibers and some blood.
What sort of doctor was Sam Rupert scheduled to see on the morning after his murder?
Oh crap. Chiropractor, maybe.
I don't know.
Let's try it.
Did any celebrities eat at the restaurant last
I
night?
don't know.
Was the wine on the table at the scene of the crime from France or California?
France.
Oh yeah, because of the name, right?
Yeah.
How much money was found on the victim's person?
Okay, so it wasn't 6,000,
It wasn't 300.
and it wasn't 300.
220.
What did Louis Perez Lacey discuss with the clerk at the convenience store on the way home?
Jackpot.
Was it?
Yes.
I thought it went.
No, it was jackpot.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
How many cases of Chateau Latour are produced each year?
Okay, it isn't 2,000.
19,000. We got
got
beat
close
up.
They really beat you up out there.
Damn it.
If I were you, detective, I'd do some more investigating.
We got closer though.
Yeah. Well, we're starting to memorize the questions, that's why.
Detective, do you know who the murderer is?
Shut up, please. Too loud.
The one on the right's not even saying anything. She's just holding it up. Did you
Was
see
part
that?
of Mr. Rupert's face bruised?
His lips.
His lips.
How much does a bottle of Chateau Latour 47 sell for in today's market?
It's probably like the most expensive, huh?
Probably.
They said it was expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What time was Mr. Rupert called from a phone booth last night?
Oh, wasn't it like,
I have a horrible memory. This game is not good
I
for
thought it
someone
was
with a
like
bad memory.
11:52 maybe.
Let's try it.
Yeah.
You got it.
How many cases of Chateau Latour are produced each year?
So is it 2000? And what'd you say last time? 19.
19.
So it's either this one or this one.
20.
The current estimated price of a bottle of Chateau Latour 59.
The expensive one, 2000.
Is Chateau Latour a first growth?
First growth. What the hell does that even mean?
I don't know. So yes.
You have to be a wine connoisseur.
How many suspects were secretors?
Secretors. That's how you say that. Is that like a plural for secretary?
Yeah, I think so.
That's
one.
weird.
What time did the chef leave work last night?
Probably not after midnight.
Between 10 and 10:15 maybe.
Yeah.
Was the door to the wine cellar found open or closed this morning?
Closed.
Which suspect reported eating Thai food last night?
I don't know.
Maybe. Me?
David Sturgeon?
No.
Sturgeon, maybe?
Think so?
Yeah, maybe.
Let's try it. Ah.
They really beat you up out there.
They actually mix up the questions a lot, so you can't do it like that real quick, huh?
Yeah.
We're getting there, though.
We're starting to memorize some of them, though. I hate this.
Detective, do you know who the murderer is?
Look at this lady. She ain't even. Oh, she is saying stuff. Never mind. This guy's just holding the camera up.
Detective?
Oh,
Only
time is
1 hour
running out.
left.
Shit.
You have a suspect, I assume.
His appendix out. No. No, huh?
We're not sure.
Was anything stolen from the restaurant?
No. I don't think so, no.
Remember, so the bottle of wine was missing?
No, because the bottle of the wine was on the table.
Oh. See?
Who was the last person
Damn it.
reported to see Mr. Rupert alive?
His, not the bartender, the maitre d', I guess? Right?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Were there any clues found on the floor at the scene of the crime?
What were they?
Some fibers, yeah, and drop of blood.
I understand there was an interesting piece of evidence found in the victim's jacket pocket. Can you tell us what it is?
A man's wedding ring, a flawless diamond.
A flawless diamond ring.
Yeah.
What sort of doctor was Sam Rupert scheduled to see on the morning
it wasn't
after
a
his murder?
chiropractor.
No.
So.
Maybe that one.
This one?
C.
C. Got it.
How many different pairs of unidentified fingerprints did you find at the scene of the crime?
I think it was like 2 or 3. But 2. Yes!
Were there any useful clues found on the victim's clothing?
If there were, what were they?
Nothing is found. Bloodstain was found on the jacket and fingerprints on his tie. Bloodstain on his jacket, in his pocket. 2 keys and some fingerprints were found in his jacket pocket. I think this one, right? Bloodstain was found in the jacket and fingerprints on his tie.
Yeah.
Was that it?
I think so.
Yeah.
How far does Abelina Casados live from Sam's restaurant?
Oh, shit. 8 miles.
8 miles?
Yeah.
What clues were found in the stairwell leading to the wine cellar?
Shit, I don't know. We didn't do that one because Mara was eating up so much time going through those rooms.
Yeah. Maybe several sets of unidentified fingerprints.
That's a lot of fingerprints.
Hmm.
Well, it would be a lot because it's like everyone touches it, right? Let's try that. Yeah, we got it.
I think we passed it.
Yep. It's taken some time.
It looks like you've done your homework, Detective. Now you can conduct in-depth interviews with up to 3 suspects, or go straight to making your warrant application.
Let's make our warrant application. Watch, it's going to ask what kinds of questions on that.
Yeah.
It's because I'm clicking out of the screen. Okay. So should I choose her just to see what she says?
Yeah.
It says Maria Campbell. What does that mean? Is that her name?
She's no, I think she's your assistant or whatever. Oh no, that's the girl.
Let's see what it says here. Oh crap. No.
Yes.
Yes.
Besides Sam and myself, Louis has a set of keys, so does Blake, David of course, and Abelina. And Ms. Andrews may have a set. No, I don't believe she does.
The video's playing fine now.
I'm
It
sure
is.
Sam kept a set at home.
Oh, you can ask her more questions.
I'm sure if you looked, you'd find my hairs everywhere throughout the restaurant. It falls out easily. It's a little embarrassing. Sometimes Sam changed ties here at the restaurant. He kept a supply in his office. He asked me to fetch him one last night. We tasted wine there together. If a salesman had a new wine that he wanted Sam to buy, Sam always asked my opinion. Sam was training me. Sometimes he would open a good older bottle of French wine and we'd drink it.
It has to be her.
Yeah.
Why would he open expensive wine for her and so an older bottle of wine?
Mm-hmm.
Did you kill Mr. Rupert? Let's ask her that.
No.
No.
What were you wearing?
A white linen blouse, a navy skirt.
It wasn't her then.
It would have
She could be lying. What?
It would have been 3 years.
Oh, it cut off early.
I already told you about David Sturgeon. David is the only person I know of who...
Why does it cut the video off early? Oh shit.
Detective, do you know who the murderer is?
Again?
I don't think she did it then. She was wearing something else.
How tall was the deceased?
Oh.
Wasn't he like 5'11"?
That's right.
Was anything stolen from the restaurant?
2 bottles of wine? Or 1 bottle?
A bottle.
Were there any useful clues found on the victim's clothing?
If there were, what were they?
Bloodstain on the jacket? No.
I think it's C. It wasn't C. Yeah, C.
There was a note in his pocket? No, there was no note in his pocket. I think it's B. Yeah.
Were there any clues found in the main dining room?
I don't know.
But no.
How many suspects had the blood type A positive?
No idea.
None?
Or 1?
How many times did Mimi Andrews call Sam Rupert's private line last night after 11?
Which suspect is B negative?
Damn it.
No.
How much does a bottle of Chateau Latour 47 sell for in today's market?
7.
What time did the chef leave work last night?
This one hot 10 and 10.
According to the receipt found in his
42.
pocket at the time of the...
We didn't pass it on. I don't think so.
I'm afraid 6 hours is up. There's another murder that needs your attention. Better luck next time.
We lost.
Damn it! Better
Damn.
luck next time.
We gotta, I think, well, we wasted a lot of time trying to learn the game as well, so I think now that we know the controls, maybe we'll know it better, find out who the murderer is.
And
They got away with it.
That's who killed Sam Rupert. We don't know. Alright, guys, we'll have to do another video, and we will do a part 2, and we will find out who killed Sam Rupert. So,
For now, they got away with it.
For now, they got away with it. The second video, we'll probably just kind of do the interview thing real quick like we did there, and then see if we can get to actually identify the person. So who do you think it was? You don't think it's her?
No, I don't think so.
I still think it's
It's gotta be a female.
Or we can just go run through it again and then figure out like.
But I think in each gameplay, I think it might change.
Oh really?
That's what I think. And I don't think
crap.
it's the same all the time.
That's gonna be hard then. If that's the case. Alright guys, leave a comment, let us know what you think about the game. And that's it. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, I think it changes all the time.
And it's not stopping. Oh, because I'm over here. Actually, that shouldn't matter.